Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this space. If you're here for the first time, welcome to my space. I'm so honored and so grateful. My name is Victoria Walter, and I guess okay, you can go to if you're just knowing that, and if you want to know a bit more about me, you can go straight to my previous video where I made a brief introduction about myself. I feel like I'm stammering. I think I am. But yeah, thank you so much for coming into this channel. I'm still so nervous about making videos, and people say I'm shy for videos. But yeah, so I cooked up something to actually do today, and first of all, I want to say thank you and thank God. No, thank you for watching. But yeah, I want to say thank God for sparing my life. And this season has been a rough season. Not this season, but the past few months have been a rough season. Okay, so I'm going to start naming a lot of things, and this is not to throw a pity party. This is I'd love to see and God has graced me to be able to see that in those spaces whereby I've had downfalls, to see those downfalls and see it as a stepping stone on how I need to move forward. And this is something that I love to share with other people, my story, right? So yeah, so first of all, it all started with my mental health about last year, about December last 2 years, 2018. Yes, 2018. I went through a lot of depression. It started from somewhere, but where I got broken down is about 2018 December. Yeah, time flies. We're in 2020. So 2018 December, and I had to go to the hospital. And from there, I kept on going to the hospital almost every month till last week. I kind of stopped going to the hospital, and something was going to arise again for me to go to the hospital. I'm like, no, it's not happening. Okay, so what have been going on is that, well, I'll not put so much details into that. Just after the whole depression phase, I ran away from the hospital. Don't do this. Don't do this. It's a bad, like, I've been praying that God should give me and no complications should come out from it. But yeah, I ran away from my psychologist. I don't know what. But yeah, don't do this, because I was so ashamed to go back to the hospital. So, but yeah, I'm putting it out here, guys. My vulnerability is here. I was too sad to go back to the hospital because it made me more depressed. And guys, don't do this. Even though you're sad to go back to the hospital, listen. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So through those complications, from my health, well, I'm still talking about health. Okay, so from feeling depressed to I started having this feeling of throwing up, being dizzy. I'm always forcing myself to sleep whenever I come back, because I will feel like throwing up if I don't sleep, and to make me so sick. And sometimes I feel like I'm going to faint on the road and things. Like I'll be walking, I feel like I'm going to faint, literally, and it happened so many times. So I found out that I had gastric ulcer. Thank God it was found on time, because the symptoms were happening for like the whole 2 weeks straight, and I didn't go to the hospital. After the second week, I went to the hospital. So that happened. After that, another complication came up with my brain. Not my brain, my head, because of I had vertigo like years back, and I was like, I hope, after being treated of the ulcer, and I had to go back to the hospital, and they had to refer me to another person, whereby I had to do a scan, a brainwave, an MRI. But thankfully that came up, and then a leg pain or hip pain or whatever the pain is now came up one morning like this, and said I was not going to walk. I said it's a lie. I will walk in Jesus' name. But yeah, that hasn't gone up, and I was like, I've been praying this year that God, I don't want to keep going to the hospital. So that has been for physical, and then mentally being depressed. Now emotionally, this is where the closest relationships come to hurt me the most. And this is Vicky, whereby she talks about grace. She talks about the fruit of the Holy Spirit to friends and family and everyone, of being cheerful. And then it hits her so bad that she loses her mind. Yes, guys, I lost my mind. I've been going through some family stuff. You own like a bit detail of it, of like some of my friends. If you know me, you know that my parents are separated, and I didn't grow up with my parents. Now I'm an adult, and I had that mentality of being like, and again, I'm the firstborn, so I had that mentality of being on my own, taking responsibilities, and so many things. So now I've been living with my mom for like 6 years already, and I've grown relationship with her, but not with my dad. But at the same time, see me healing from like a lot of things I never knew was piling up. Case started coming out. I started getting angry for literally things like this. And they were real stuff, not that they were unnecessary, they were real stuff, but how I was handling it was the worst thing I was handling. And there's other things that happened, not just family but friendships that happened, but how I responded to it was not what Victoria, like 2 years or 3 years back, would advise Victoria now to be doing. Because it's like you have to preach what you do, like you do what you preach, right? So to hear me battling with my emotions and so many things, I even have to flame up. I flamed up. Look at this. Have you heard this thing whereby they say people who are quiet, when they're angry, they do something terrible? Well, I'm not going to put so much in that, but I saw myself in a space that no matter how it is, bad or not bad, when things are over their line, to me, it's a no. It's a no, don't go there. And here I am. I was in a space of please don't go there. And I passed that line, and it made me realize, one of the lessons I learned from it is that a lot of times we think that, oh, when we see things, we're like, okay, that has gone, and you don't address it. It might be piling up somewhere. If you don't allow the Lord to completely heal you, like something to give the Lord and say, okay, God, I'm angry, I'm hurt, and this, I'm giving it to you, and I'm asking for forgiveness, and I'm forgiving this person. And you just say, okay, let me just let it go. It might be inside here, and one day it will burst out. And for me, it wasn't just because of me. It was because of I'm the firstborn and I was studying up for my siblings. It was because I was, which is not a right, like, I won't tell you this is the right thing to do. I would have handled it in a better way. Like, because I'm not going into details, I would have told you, okay, this is what I did and this is how I was supposed to handle it. But I won't go into that much details in this video. But I'm just saying that one thing that I learned is that we should be careful of things that are buried into us indirectly, or things that we hear, or things that we like. Because for me personally, the kind of way I learn, I absorb every passing thing going around me. So I try to protect myself, right? But this is where family comes in, and I never had that knowledge of like, okay, I needed to put this in the Lord's hand, not just say, okay, I'm going to let it go because, okay, they're my parents and stuff like that. Or they're my family members and I just let it go. But this is here I'm coming to tell you that I'm going through all these things. And secondly, guys, it's not like I found a way to how to right my wrongs. It's not about righting wrongs here. It's firstly going to ask God for forgiveness and allowing Him to lead you. So this verse is it's Psalm 119 verse 105, which says, the word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Why I'm saying this verse is because of all these emotions are out here, and what am I doing? Number one, I would love to go for therapy, but I don't have that money to do that. So what do? I'm here taking, like, it's my process has been very, very slow in trying to figure out, okay, why did I react a certain way? I'm kind of person who also analyzes things of, like, why did I do that in order not to make that same mistake in the future, and submitting myself to God's righteousness, submitting myself to who God is in my life. To this at this season of my life, is just that every part of me has been shaken, like every part of me that shakes the fruit of the Holy Spirit, that tests the fruit of the Holy Spirit in me. And guys, I've been failing. I've been so shameful that I ran away from social media. I don't write anymore as I used to write. I don't do videos. I don't speak to people as I used to do. And encouraging people is one of the things that I love to do, because it also brings healing to me, which I've also learned. But this is like, because I'm so shameful about all the way I've been dealing with things in my life, I've not come out. But here, this is me saying that, guys. Number 3, if you're going through anything like this is Victoria. I'm here today, and so many times I've been tired of life. I've been literally tired of life, but I'm here today because of God's grace and mercy. And like I said, number 2, I don't know what to do, but allowing God take me each step of the journey, and allowing His righteousness to speak for me, and being intentional to focus my mind on who He is. The Word of God, was the verse, faith comes by hearing, and hearing the Word of God alone, and the fruit of the Holy Spirit is from Jesus Christ. And the more we get to remain in Him, because He's the vine, and the more we remain in Him, we'll bear more fruit. And I just want to come out here to you guys and being vulnerable with you guys, and I'm telling you that, guys, number 1 is that I failed. Number 2, I don't know what to do. Number 3, no matter how much I feel anyway, I'm not sitting down on it. I'm not going to come sit down on it. And me coming out to speak on it is also you guys being accountable to me. Or, like, is it accountable? I don't know what the English is, but being accountable. And this is my story. This is where I feel like people, like, I've heard people speak to me and be like, oh, Vicky, you're strong. This is where I tell you that I'm weak. And I've literally gone through, and I'm going through some things that this face doesn't even show. Guys, this beautiful face, like, this beautiful face, do not show people what I go through. And let me tell you, which is not relevant, is that when I'm sick, that's when people think I'm the cutest. Guys, see, this face doesn't show you what. But I'm here today because Jesus is faithful to me, and I want to serve Him the rest of my life, because guys, just take it. Jesus is faithful. And if you don't know Jesus for yourself, look at me very well. What are you waiting for? So, guys, this is what I have today, and this is my story in the past 2 years. Just a bit of my story in the past 2 years. There's other things I'm also dealing with, and I'm going to be putting out here when I do, because I can't tell, oh, I'm going to put it next week or stuff like that. I won't do it. I'm making sure that as I walk through this life, I don't overwhelm myself with so many things, and I trust that Abba is going to help us go through all these things. And yeah, guys, I think I'm talking too much now, so thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this blesses you. I hope this blessed you, and thank you so much. And if you want to know what is on my shirt, it says the future is the future is ours. Maybe you see it some other time. So thank you so much. Bye.